Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have here the newest Olive Young box, and I'm super happy to have this because I was told that they were discontinuing their monthly boxes, so I went ahead and got this one. Now, I was hesitant to get it because it is all makeup, and I'm usually more about skincare, or at least a mix, but it looked fun, and I thought in addition to opening it up, I could try out some of the items. So go ahead and grab your favorite beverage and let me show you what's inside. This box was around $44 and has a value of just over $135, and I am going to do a full face of makeup once I open this box and show you what's inside. First, the unboxing. It is so cute. So this is the cutest, tiniest Olive Young box I have seen. I think it's called Color Me Pretty by Lily. I did, of course, get a few extra things just because, you know me, I don't like to pay for shipping. So let's see what I have. I have a Black Snail Retinol Wrinkle Mask. That's gonna be great at night. I'll see if that's one of those things that I wanna sleep in or not, but either way, snail, retinol, all good things. And this looked fun. This is a Pro Bioderm Melting Collagen Deep Shot Forehead Film, and this is from BioHeal. There's 3 in here, okay. All along here, my problem area, so I'm excited to try those. This is what we're really excited about. This cute little box that has a full face of makeup. So I did go ahead and grab some other items, some tools, a little bit more skincare because I don't have any skincare in here, and then some other makeup just in case I needed to supplement, but I'm mostly going to be using what's inside this Olive Young box. Okay, so first I have from Jung Same Mool. This is the Essential Skin Neuter Cushion with an SPF of 50. This is the skin cushion. From GRWM, this is a fruity glass tint. This is from the Siam. This is a Cover Perfection Triple Pot Concealer. Little sample of a Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. Para Sunshine Cheek. This is Wake Make Soft Blurring Eye Palette. And then a Clio Sharp Waterproof Pencil Liner and some Espoir Be Velvet Foundation sample. So this is all of the products that came. This is where the 135 plus value comes from. Lots of makeup. I also have a few essentials that I thought would be fun to have, but keeping true to the theme, I am only going to be dealing with Korean makeup today. First off, I've already washed my face, so this is what I'm starting with. I am gonna go ahead in with a cleansing pad just to make sure I'm getting absolutely everything off. I don't want to be starting with a dirty face. I've got here from Skin Food, this is the Carrot Keratin Calming Water Pad. It's a really good way just to make sure I'm starting with a really nice clean base before I do anything. And I find for the most part, I get everything off. I did use the Anua cleansing oil before this just to make sure I got off any makeup, skincare, but you know, there's usually residue. These are super gentle, super light. What I like about these pads is I can also separate them and just let them sit on my skin for 15 minutes. They're brightening and they just do a really nice job. And sure enough, my face was still dirty. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of gross. Apparently I need to do a better job washing. All right, now this is the new face we're starting with. And in the interest of time, I'm going to use a fan to dry myself off. I like to do this between skincare layers. It speeds things up. All right, still a little tacky, but a good way to start. I'm going to first go in with some Essence Toner. This is from Medicube, the PDRN Pink Peptide Serum Mist. I love starting out. Begin with this, whether morning or night. Nice mist. PDRN action all around. Next, I'm gonna dry my face. Just a little bit. I don't need it super dry for these steps. If it's daytime, I like to go in with a vitamin C, boost the effectiveness of my SPF, and just give me a really nice glow. Currently, I'm using this Ever Daytime Brightening Serum Vitamin C Booster. Do have to shake it well because it has layers. Just about half a pump of that, maybe a little bit more. I think this is the only product that is not Korean that I'm using right now, and that's just because this is the vitamin C I'm currently using, so I did want to stay true to that. But if I looked, I probably do have a vitamin C that I could have subbed in just to stick with the Korean. So it's giving me a nice glow, a nice base. It's like a citrusy smell to it. Okay. Get it on. Anything extra, put on my neck, and then of course my hands. And dry. Just a few. So the other thing I like to do when I'm working on my face in between layers is eye cream, and this one I really like. This is from Tear. This is the collagen lifting eye cream. Has a fun little pump up here. Pump a little product, if you can tell. There we go. And then I start with my eyes. That's what this is for. Then I also like to put it in any other areas that I think could use just an extra little boost of collagen. And the rolly ball just feels super soothing. So this is another skincare step that I do every time I put on makeup, or even when I'm just doing skincare. And now my eyes are super well hydrated for doing makeup. Now for Manua Rice Ceramide Hydrating Barrier Serum. I like this. Skin is feeling dry. About 1.5 pumps I use. Very viscous. And I like to put it all in my skin and then really pat it in. Just kind of soak it in. My skin tends to be on the drier side, so I do want to make sure I'm starting with a nice moist base. I'm shiny. Very shiny. Sunscreen, always important for me. So whether it's day or night, I'm putting on some form of sunscreen. And here I have a really lightweight one. This is from Mixsoon. This is the Centella Sun Cream SPF 50. Go ahead and put a bit on. I like to make little patterns and then rub it in. If I'm going out in the sun, I definitely am making sure I'm sticking to the measurements, or I think it's 1 teaspoon, but if I'm not going out in the sun, then I get a little playful with it. But I'm still making sure I'm putting enough to cover my face, and anything extra I will bring down to my neck, and of course my hands, just protecting everything. My ears, don't want to forget about my ears. No one needs burnt aging ears. No white cast, rubbed in. Has kind of a herbal smell to it, so I like that. My skin is glowy, shiny. All right. And one more thing, and this isn't really my skin per se as so much as my mouth is. I like to prep my lips before I go in with any kind of new gloss or tint or anything. And this is from Alternative Stereo. This is the Lip Potion Steaming Milk. I wasn't sure what to think about this at first, but I really like it. And it kind of tingles a little bit, and it just moisturizes your lips. So I tend to do this most nights, and it does a nice job of moisturizing, filling in lines, and being a good base. Let's dry my face a little bit because I am going to be trying new products, and I don't want pilling, which I find can happen a lot when you're applying products. So let's see. Tis the base we're looking for. I'm gonna start with some nice glowy primer. This is from In Between. This is a glow priming cream. I got this in one of my boxes. I love it. I'm almost out of it. It has like this pearly iridescent color to it, which I really like. And because I don't wear a lot of foundation, or I don't wear foundation often, it actually lasts me a long time. And sometimes I even use it with other things just to kind of help my makeup stick, prime my face, and also that glow. I'm just all about that glow. So let's see. Don't mind me. And that is why my hair is back, because I'm gonna be getting products in it. Today it's about the face, not the hair. As you can see, just put it up out of my face. Alright, I want it to dry a little bit, this primer, so it has time to work its magic. I don't want it to be completely dry, little sticky, but right now we are way too wet. So dry, 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 dry. I do find this works well on a pinch, just to kind of grab one of these heavier duty fans and fan your face. And also if I start getting sweaty, I can always pull this out, so that's nice. All right, so doing pretty well. These are all new products to me. I think I'm gonna start with the Cushion Compact. So once again, this is from Zhang Seimul, a cushion compact. It also comes with a refill, which is nice. I will say with these boxes, especially when you have makeup, it's nice that you can pick your colors. However, sometimes I'm a little late to the game and I don't get to pick the exact colors I want. So that can be frustrating. I think with this one, I was able to pick the color, but I was very confused with the color palette. So we'll see how it looks. Let's see. Okay. It's not too dark of a color. The last time I got a Cushion Compact, it was really dark. So this is what I'm looking at. Whoop, don't want to blind you, but there's a mirror up there. I'm gonna go ahead and dab, dab, dab. Mix, 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 mix. I love that there's a little area to kind of mix and touch. And let's do this. Okay. What color did I get? Neutral light. I was so confused. I'm gonna go in and fix it, but it's not looking terrible. It probably is a little more full coverage than I usually use, but that's okay. It kind of does lighten me. And once again, that's okay for these purposes. So, but normally I would go in with some kind of bronzing aspect to kind of bring it back up if I did lighten myself. I'm gonna get a little tiny bit more. So I don't think I'm a neutral light. Then again, it's always hard to tell. I don't think it looks terrible. I think I was just kind of lightening myself a little bit. Definitely fragrant. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you're not into fragrance. I do like how the glow is still showing through though, so it's not matting me. It's still moisturizing. I really like that. It's not drying at all. Sometimes these compacts I can find can be really drying. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. I'm gonna spray her with PDR and spray because I don't want to get up. Spray her, get her nice and wet, and I'm just gonna go in and blend a little bit. It's growing on me, the color. Still a little bit light for me. Nothing, some bronzer can't change. I'm not sure if I would have went a darker color, if that would have helped, but I could try it next time. But I really do like the glow and how it's looking on my skin. You see, you can still see the glow underneath. It's not dry at all. Feels really nice, not heavy. So I do like the compact. Just on the fence about the color. First product, I would say it's a win. Second product, this is from the Siam. This is the Cover Perfection Triple Pot Concealer in Pink Beige. The one I originally wanted, they didn't have, so I think this was the closest. Nice thing about this, it does have 3 colors. This is a pink, this is a beigey, and this is a white. So you can do a lot of things with this. I do have this blemish here I'm gonna try and make go away, and plus also my under eyes. Very creamy. Little brush, a little bit on. Let that sit for a bit. A little pink. Okay. While I let that sit, I'm gonna go in with some of this pink under here. This is super creamy. I'm not finding it's creasing, but I am gonna actually switch brushes. So go in. It just has a nice brightening effect, especially if you're using the pink under your eye. And because I used eye cream, it's really nicely moisturized under there. It's good for applying, that's good for blending. I'm gonna do a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay, so I like this concealer. It blends nicely. I like the colors. Pleasantly surprised, especially because I didn't get the one I originally wanted. Now let's try and blend this one out.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna go away completely, but it's doing a pretty good job of making it not as obvious. I'm gonna go in Beauty Blender soon, but actually I take it back. I think I actually really like this color of the cushion, so who would have thought light neutral is my color in this one. Okay, I'm gonna blend in anywhere that I put concealer. And I just want to soften my edges so I don't have this like weird bullseye. It's still there. I think unless you have like green, it's hard. I'll go in with a tiny bit more just to see if I can get a tiny bit more coverage, but I mean, I think it's doing a pretty good job. Let's go in with this one. And yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's do some cheeks now. I have this Para Pure Blush Sunshine Cheek. It's shade 11 Picnic Pink. So you can see, I can put some on, but I have a feeling I'm gonna wanna go in with something else, but let's do it.
That is pretty, but really light. So part of me wants to go in with something else, but also, actually, now that I'm building it, it's building really nicely. It's giving me like a really natural flush. Going over the top. Little sun kiss on my nose. Okay. Originally was gonna do something else, but I'm actually really liking that. What do we think? Then I'm just going for a really light look today.
This is the Wake Make Soft Blurring Eye Palette in shade 8, Candy Coral. There were a lot of them, but by the time I got to it, there weren't a ton to pick from, so I kind of wanted to pick something that looked mostly neutral, something I could use, and this is pretty. I do like shimmers, so I like that this is shimmers. So nice palette. It's smaller than I expected, but that's not a bad thing. It travels nicely, and there are a few shimmers, so I appreciate that. It comes with a nice plastic thing, so definitely keeping that. It's like the key to keeping your shadows nice.
I'm gonna start with maybe like that shade here.
Attention. Okay.
Okay. Very light, skin colored almost. Just giving my eyes a base.
All right. Now I'm gonna go in with Peach Jam.
This color right here.
This is a little bit more of a shimmery.
Oh, I like that. Very subtle shimmer. Put some on this eye. Blend it out a little bit. So it will look better with once I've got some eyeliner on, but
we're still going. All right, not a lot of dark shades here, so I am gonna go in with this one right here, which is, let's see, Happiness. Smudge brush for Happiness.
Let's do a little Happiness on the corner. So this is more of like a pinky palette.
Makes sense based on the name. So it's not gonna have
a ton of neutrals, but the colors it has are really nice for summer, very light. And there is more pigment in this than I thought there'd be. In these colors, period. So I'm gonna go ahead and with this just a little bit more, a little bit of depth to my
Candy Coral eyes.
Whoop. Okay. It's pretty. It looks like, I don't know, I kind of want to call it peach Bellini. Like the combination of colors. You see?
And now need more shimmer. So this is super fun. This is probably my favorite. This is called Straw. I wouldn't expect it to be called Straw, but it's Straw. And I'm gonna use my fingers to just add a good amount of shimmer, shimmer, shimmer.
Which, let's be honest, I wear shimmer
most days,
all day. I just darken it for nights, but I love shimmer. Okay. So that's what we're doing. I am impressed. I was a little sad I didn't originally get to pick the exact palette I wanted, but I'm actually happy with this one. Candy Coral. Now I'm gonna use the Clio waterproof pencil liner in the shade 01 Black. It's like a crayon, so you twist out. It's one of those smaller, thinner ones. Go ahead and here. It actually applies really smoothly, really effortlessly. I like that. It's super thin, so you can be really precise with it. Do this eye. Just to give my eyes a little bit more depth, especially with my candy colored eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and top line here. And here. Ooh. Ooh, blinky blinky. Go all the way. Alright, we are looking more awake. So far I am sticking to all of the makeup from the set, which is nice. I don't know that I'll be able to do that with the lip gloss. Do need a little bit more in the bottom because my blending got rid of that. That's the hazard, was blending on water lines. Okay, little pencil. A little more here. It's just a super delicate pencil. Sometimes I just have to go over it a few times because I'm not used to such a thin pencil, but it works really nicely. I throw it in my bag. You can see the little flush on my cheeks. And the last item in this bag is ColorGram Fruity Glass Tint in the shade 2 Dewy Grapefruit. It's so cute. Look at that. All right, now let's see what it looks like. Whew. That is quite vibrant. I'm gonna go ahead and put some liner on, and while it did not come in this set, I do have one. This is from Beauty Glazed. This is a 4-in-1 makeup pen, which I love because I can throw in my bag, and it has a lip liner here. I just push down. So I'm gonna go ahead and line. Kind of give me more of a border to work with this gloss because it looks very pigmented, and I just want to start somewhere. All right, lined. Let's do it. Gloss. Let's see how it goes. It's darker than I expected. Wow, it's bright. Okay, you see that? It is. I mean, it's moisturizing at least, but oh my gosh, that is a bright color. It's pretty. It smells good. Fruity. Never know. That is bright. That's what we're working with. Really bright. Pretty though. So that is everything in the box. Last thing I have, which once again was not in the box, but it wouldn't be the same without a little more shimmer. This is from Hints the Radiance Balm in the shade Light. It's just a really pretty pearlescent highlighter. So what I like to do is go up here. Definitely nose. Here. Not all the way, just like right in my cupid's bow. Oh, it's a lot. And give myself a little shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. I thought I would really need it because my skin is pretty glowy with everything. Okay, so this is the finished look using mostly things from my box. Of course, I could apply more blush. I could apply a little bit more eyeshadow, play with some of the things, but I think, you know, for my first time using these things, it did a nice job. This Olive Young box is no longer available for purchase, but they have other boxes they come out with, so I do encourage you to check out their website, sign up for updates, follow them on Instagram, and just kind of see when they start releasing more boxes, because this one was a surprise to me, so I'm glad I stumbled across it. Thank you so much for watching.
please let me know in the comments down below if you're a fan of Olive Young, if you have any of these boxes, or if you've heard of any of these products and which ones are your favorite. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my next video. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you.